How's it, everybody? And a warm welcome to the NFT show. I'm your host, Philip Kalinko. And tonight we are going to look at the market in detail and discuss what my thinking is. And then we're going to jump into some hyped upcoming projects. There's a lot of talk about what's going on in the market at the moment. And I did want to address it and try and guide you through this time. And give you my thinking and my understanding on it, and then hopefully that can help you and help me and help all of us. Right. So let's just jump in here. I want to show you properly what we're looking at here. So if you have a look here, this was the Otherdeed land sale. You're looking here, $476 million was done in one day. The next day, mostly Otherdeed as well, 296 million. But if we look at yesterday, you're looking at $52 million, which is the lowest it's been this entire year. The market, the NFT market, yesterday was the lowest it's been. And today, we're looking like we're going to be quite similar to yesterday's number. So there's definitely bears in the house. It's a bearish market. This is linked, the NFT bear at the moment is linked to the crypto bears. And if you have a look over here, this is the crypto markets. Absolutely everything except for the US dollar indexes is in the red. One or two little greens there, but everything is down. You're looking here, Bitcoin is sitting at $30,000, just over. I know that, we've got that support level of 28,000, which hopefully it won't breach, but it may. We've got Ethereum sitting at 2,200, down 11%, 11% on the day, which is just incredible. And everything else, Solana down 14%, Luna down 29% on today's day, ApeCoin down. Everything across the board is down, down, down. Now, I think it's important for us to understand why this is happening and what is causing the crypto markets to be completely in the red like we're seeing here. So it's very important to understand that the global markets, like stock exchange markets, the NASDAQ, everything is down, down, down. And gone are the days where you can make 100x, 200x, 500x, 1000x on these altcoins. That really isn't the case anymore. We'll be lucky to make another 100x here. I think this is an opportunity where you can buy low and can make 100x. But these coins, these big coins, have become pegged to the international markets and the global macroeconomic situation. So at the moment, what we're seeing a lot of stuff coming out of America, which is causing the global stock markets, the American stock markets, and by inference, all the other stock markets to crash. And that in turn is then leading to the crash of crypto, which in turn is leading to the crash of NFTs. So what actually started this is that Powell came out and said that they're going to be increasing interest rates by 0.5%, around there. And then someone asked him, one of the reporters asked him if he's considered a 0.75 or 1 point increase, and he said no, they're not looking at 7.5. The next day they came out and said yes, they are looking at 7.5. Not saying it's happening, but they're looking at it, right? So that straight away undermined the Powell administration, or whatever you want to call it, and the way that they're looking at the economics, right? Straight away undermined them, and we saw that the stock market crashed as a result, and these guys have crashed as well. Also, if you look on the American side, what happened, there was the lending rate was double what they predicted. They predicted 25 billion, but actually people in debt, there's 52 billion worth of debt. So they underestimated the debt level of the average American by double. Okay, and that shocked the markets, and that's caused the markets to crash, the crypto markets to crash, and in turn NFTs to crash. And that's what's happening now. If we have a look here, and then I'm going to tell you my strategy in it and what my thinking is, but if we have a look here, the last 24 hours, and please ignore the percentages. They're completely wrong. Otherdeed is at the lowest I've seen it, 2.4. Bored Ape Yacht Club was 150 ETH a week ago, is sitting at 88 ETH. Mutant Apes were 45 ETH a week ago, they're sitting at 18 ETH. Azuki was 30 a week ago, it's sitting at 18 ETH. Moonbirds was over 30, it's sitting at 17 ETH. Clone X was over 20, it's sitting at 12 ETH. Doodles was over 25. It's sitting at 15 ETH, and they have a drop tomorrow, an airdrop tomorrow, which is usually when a price pumps, and so on and so forth. So, I'm sitting in the same boat as you guys. I have a big bag of NFTs, a big bag of ETH, and it's pretty much gone down, 11% today alone, 12% today alone. Yesterday was similar, and the day before was similar. So I can either sit here all day looking at these charts keep going down, or I can do what I am doing. And what I'm doing at the moment is I'm looking at this as an opportunity of a lifetime to get either crypto or NFTs at the cheapest price that we've seen it for months, right? And in some cases for years. So, no one thought we would ever see Bitcoin under 30,000. No one, again. Once it went to 50, 60, no one thought it. And here is an opportunity to buy in. I'm not saying right this second, because I think there is still space for this to go lower. But here's an opportunity to buy in to projects that you've been wanting to get into, blue chip projects, established projects that aren't going anywhere, and get in at an entry price that you only ever dreamed of, right? And that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm not looking at how everything's dropping. I've got a shopping list of different NFTs and different cryptocurrencies that I know what I want to get in at, and I'm being patient. I'm waiting for them to get there, and then I'm sniping. So that is what I'm doing, because money is made in this space in times like this. When everyone else is fearful, you need to be brave, right? And that's what I'm doing now myself. Right. So I've gotten out of a lot of the collections that I really didn't believe in over the last week or two. I actually spoke, did a thing in my Discord a few days ago saying that everyone should do the same. Even when the Otherdeed launch was happening, I said that this is going to lead to a bear market in the crypto space, in the NFT space. I'm not blaming it solely on the Otherdeed at all, because as I've just explained, there are big macroeconomic things happening in the States that's leading to this and the NASDAQ to be as down as it is. However, this for me is an opportunity to get into some projects really cheap, so that when they do rise, I can profit off them. Now, Wednesday is going to be a very notable day, because on Wednesday, the inflation figures are coming out in the States, and a lot of people who know a lot more than I do have said that on Wednesday, those figures are going to be bullish compared to what is predicted. They're going to be better than what is predicted, and that is going to lead to a jump in the NASDAQ, in turn in crypto, and a bit of a confidence builder. I don't know that, I don't believe personally that Wednesday is going to be our turnaround long term, but there's definitely going to be, if those figures do come out as is expected, and they are better than what is expected, so they're expecting inflation of about 8%. If it comes out lower than that, which a lot of people who know what they're talking about think it is gonna, because it's starting on such a high base that it's got to be better than that, then we are going to see a bump in the NASDAQ, in cryptos, and in turn in NFTs. I don't think that that's going to last long. So I do think that that would be an opportunity to get liquid if you need to. But yeah, at the moment, I've got my shopping list that I'm looking at, which is here, the 2-bar folder over here. And I'm watching until things get to the price that I think they will. And then I'm buying good projects, blue chip projects, stuff like Bored Ape Yacht Club, the kennels. They're saying that the Kennel Club, they're going to be doing something with the dogs next. Meebits, they said they're going to be doing something there, all under the Bored Ape Yacht Club umbrella. The Otherdeed at this price, if I could, I'd be buying more of them. I think that this is going to look like nothing when they release even the tiniest bit of information on it, and so on and so forth. Doodles, I mean, everything. Any of the blue chips, this is the opportunity for you to get into them. And again, it can be on your level. So if you're looking at World of Woman Galaxy is sitting under half a ETH, under mint price. right? For the cool pets, if you like cool cats, is sitting under half ETH, under mint price, right? So you've got opportunities to get into the sub collections, maybe not Bored Ape Yacht Club, but other ones. I mean, Clone X, those boxes are sitting at, those gold boxes are sitting at 2 Ethereum. They would usually be at 5, 6, 7 ETH. So there are opportunities here to get in, and I wouldn't be panicking. We've seen a lot of bullish signs that the NFT market is making strides. Even today, Gucci is going to be allowing cryptocurrencies in their stores every day. There's continual news. I mean, I post some of it in our Discord under the news section just to give you an idea of some of the bullish news that's coming out, and this is from reputable sources. Gucci stores to accept cryptocurrency. Web3 is coming. Lowagon to host dedicated Web3 events. NASA partners with Epic Games. Right? This is not the end of NFTs. This is not the end of Bitcoin. This is not the end of crypto. And I think as soon as we take a deep breath, okay, and we realize that this is a bump in the market, it's not the end, and look for opportunities in this market, then we will be sitting pretty in a couple of weeks, couple of months, whenever it turns around for good, right? We do know that the fear and greed index is at the highest that it's been. I mean, it's at extreme fear. It just ticked up a little bit more. When everyone is fearful, that's when we need to be brave, right? That's when the opportunities are there. And this index has been in extreme fear 5 times over its life cycle. And each time, here was one in March, there's a pump afterwards. That's even not extreme fear. Here's extreme fear. There was a huge, bigger than before, when the Bitcoin went all the way to 75. So what I'm saying, extreme fear and a pump. Okay, so we don't know how long the pump will be, how long the dip will be, but it's never gone to zero. And now that it's so established, it's not going to go to zero. So for me, opportunity, dollar cost average, I do think we're going to see this around 29,000 Bitcoin. So you could wait a bit, but what is the risk reward, right? If you wait to buy Bitcoin, and I think maybe you should, in the next day, tomorrow is a big day, Wednesday, things should start picking up again, like we said, but you might be 10% out here. It might drop to 27. But the upside is that it goes back to 60,000. Right? Which I think it will. I'm not saying immediately, but I'm saying you can 2x your money in a couple of months, maybe a couple of years, if you buy in now and take the bull by the horns. And this applies exactly the same to blue chip NFTs. I feel the same about it. Or ApeCoin here, sitting down to 12%, under 10 for the first time since they launched. There's opportunities here to really, really make it. Like times that you never see it. Sure, I'd be a lot happier if this was sitting at 5,000, if all my blue chips NFTs were over 100 ETH. Sure, but there is an opportunity here. So don't panic sell. Have patience. Watch what you want to get into. Maybe put global offers. Go put global offers. Go on to LooksRare. So let's go into LooksRare. I'm not going to do it because I don't have any wrapped ETH, but I'm just going to show you. You go on to LooksRare, wrap your ETH, right, which you can do on LooksRare if you go here and you want to change it to wrapped ETH. That's what I own. But let's just take Mutant Apes for an example, right? I just want to go to the whole collection. Here, the floor is 17.7, and people have got offers for 16. So, I mean, put in an offer for 16.1. I mean, even if it goes to 15 in the short term, which it might not, it's never going to go to zero. And the upside is that they're going to go back to 40 when Bored Ape Yacht Club announces the next utility for the mutants or whatever it may be. So you can put a global offer here on the whole collection. I don't know if I'm logged in. Looks like I'm logged in. But yeah, make a collection offer. I don't have any wrapped ETH at all. But I'm just saying you can do that on any level. It doesn't have to be mutants. It can be a collection that you have strong conviction in, that you've researched. Go put in a stupid offer that usually would never be considered and pick up some cheap NFTs. Then you might even have an opportunity to sell it immediately at floor and after commission and whatever, make a little bit of ETH even in this market. So what I'm saying to you is I'm feeling your pain. I have the same pain. I'm sitting in the same boat as all of you. But at the same time, I do think it's important to take a step back and realize that this is an opportunity that hasn't been here for a while, and we don't know when will happen again. To be able to pick up crypto and even stocks, global stocks, and NFTs and everything you believe in at rock bottom prices. Okay, so that's my impromptu pep talk to people that I love and care about, my community, my viewers, and I hope that makes you feel better, and I hope that gives you a bit of a strategy in this place. It's not the time to sell your blue chips at the lowest they've ever been. It's the time to hold on to the good, get rid of the bad if you can, and try pick up more good at prices that aren't to be repeated. If you do have extra money and you do have conviction in the crypto markets, I truly do believe in the next day, tomorrow is the best time that you'll have for a while to pick up crypto. But you should be dollar cost averaging, which means have a date every month. If you get paid every 2 weeks, have a date every 2 weeks, even if it's $10, but you're constantly putting in regardless of the price so that your price is averaged out over time. That is the most proven and best way to invest in crypto. So you should be doing that. As I say, it doesn't have to be a lot, but be religious with it. Set an alarm, set a whatever. Every month when I get paid, I'm putting 0.01% of it, $10, into Bitcoin or ETH or ApeCoin or Luna or whatever, and keep to that, because then over time your average price is much more stable than if, let's say, you bought into Ethereum at 4,500 without thinking it was going to go to 80,000, 8,000 or 10,000 or whatever it may be, right? Okay, so guys, I hope that helps. I've still got some exciting projects that I want to bring to you. That was the show, but I just wanted to take a bit of time out and just speak to you guys because I can feel the vibe. Obviously, everyone can feel the vibe, and I just wanted to give you my thoughts on it, and I hope that helps. Okay, so the first project that we're looking at here is Day for It. I like the website. Let's just start there since we are on the website. It's well done. You can see it's this cute PFP art that's actually not as hot as it was, but we do know that metas in the NFT market come round. They're not dead, but I mean the thick line cute PFP is not as hot currently as it was, but as I say, I do think it will get there. So if we have a look here, we've got 8,888 PFP collection. We don't know the mint date, still pretty early. And it says here the DeFi mission is to build a globally recognized brand that delivers best of both the physical and digital worlds to our holders. Tap into the lifestyle perks offered through our exclusive partnerships and attend Day for It events across the globe. Our NFTs are a lifetime membership to connect, experience, and build our community. I'm going to talk to you about the team, but let's just have a look here at the roadmap. So there's an exclusive community. There's going to be in real life events. Perks, they say we're expanding our ecosystem through corporate partnerships and Web3 collaborations, and we're going to have a look at that because they do have quite a lot of good collabs. A lifestyle brand, we're releasing a premium clothing line, so merch, charity, which is great, voting rights, basically they're saying a DAO, IP rights, so they're saying you own the full IP rights of your NFT. You don't own Day for It, but you own your Day for It NFT, and you can do what you want with that NFT. You can make your own cartoon over it if you want. You can do whatever you want with it. So phase 1 is the launch, merch, LA event details to be announced, and initial partnerships announced. Phase 2 is New York community event, community competitions, pop-up events, and more to come. And phase 3 is 12 days of Christmas, so they're going to give stuff, community vote, and more to come, right? The team here is really quite exciting. It's really a great team. We've got Thron here as the advisor, who's very well known in the space, and some other YouTubers that I speak to have met him in person and know him. So even though he's not fully doxed here, he is known in the community and doxed to the community. So that's the first bullish thing, is that they've got Thron as an advisor. And then the art by Green Time is also a very, very notable artist, and that's also very, very good. If we jump onto their Twitter, They're followed by a lot of notable people in the space. Guys that when I see following, my ears perk up. It's actually where I found them, is through the follower base here. And that's always very, very good. Yes, Cream Time is the artist. I just want to take you there. Let's just see. So you can see an artist and illustrator. Got a small following on Twitter, the artist. But here you can see the art style. And here you can see the day for it over there. So I want to show you some of the collabs that you can see here. So Kaiju Friends and Day for It, right? They're doing a whitelist collab. So, and it looks like an official collab, right, between the two. So that's not Kaiju Kins, just by the way, it's Kaiju Friends. Then eLogics, which was that free to mint project, which I really, really like, sitting at a 0.2 floor. And they've got an amazing team, an amazing roadmap. They also have done a collab with them. We have a look here. We've got Dented Fields, also done a collab with them, and it carries on. So they've really got quite a lot of notable collabs, Furballs, which I always like, Zoo Friends, because it means that Rubber Duck Party, it means they're in touch with other projects. It means that they carry on. I mean, there's a lot of good collabs going on here. So we are still quite early over here. Here's the Discord, but it's locked. If it was locked when I tried on Sunday when I was researching it. Let's see if it's open. It would be nice if it is. Oh, how's that, guys? We can discover it together. It was locked on Sunday. So let's see here. They've got 4,500 members, 4,800. Have a look at the welcome. There's just the rules. Here they're going through the roadmap, which we've spoken about already. Who are we? I always like seeing a who are we page. I really do. For this one, I do know some of the team, but I usually really like to see a team page, a who are we page, especially when it's got links to their Twitter, which will then show us. Let's just see on their website. So you've got a picture here, links to Twitter, which I've got open already, which is always quite bullish. So some are doxed, some are not. As I said, Thron is doxed, even though there's the artist. We're going to look at her more. So I do like that. I really always do like that. Announcements. Let's see if they've announced anything here. We're working hard behind the scenes. I want to stay true to our color, being fully transparent and open to our community. The core team has been working on adding new mechanics to the project itself, which will focus on rewarding those who are really participating and involved in our ecosystem. The foundation work around utility behind Day for It NFT has been going strong in regards to our long-term vision and making sure everything is organized and in place prior to going live. When mint, at the moment, we've not announced an official mint date publicly. We want to ensure you that everything from foundations behind Day for It are of the highest standards in the community, and we will continue to build and grow our brand in the space. I just want to make it a bit brighter there. One of the greatest things about building Web3 is access to such amazing people. And with Day for It, of course, our community will help play a big part. Yeah, you can see some of the collabs that they've announced. Dippies, I'm a big fan of Dippies as well. So yeah, I mean, I would like to spend a bit more time in the Discord, but the fact that it's open means that you guys can jump in it if it's a project that stands out for you. Just to look at their Twitter, they've got 12,700 followers. Again, we early here, no mint date, no mint price. All we really know is that there's a collection of 8,888. I just want to go into the artist a little bit. Let's have a look here. Here we go. So the artist and illustrator, but if we jump into here, you can see that there have been a couple of other collabs that have been done and NFTs. OpenSea link, I just want to see. Okay, so a small collection over here. Portfolio. So here you can see her art style, very consistent with what we're seeing. And she's done some merch before, which is quite bullish, graffiti. So yeah, guys, as I say, I think it's something that's definitely worth looking at. I know that she's been featured in galleries and publications worldwide, including the Phoenix Art Museum in Madrid, in La Tabacalera, I hope I'm saying that right, and Vast Creatives. So definitely someone that is known in the space, and yeah, day for it, worth keeping an eye on, something that I'm quite bullish on. All right, then we've got another interesting one here. This is Meta Hollywood. And what's interesting here is it's a collab in a way, or a joint venture between Animoca brands. Now, Animoca brands are the ones who helped Hugo with their Otherdeed launch and other very big projects. We'll go on to their Twitter now, and Planet Hollywood. Right. So this is really, really two powerhouses in the space. Anyone who knows Planet Hollywood or has ever been to one of their restaurants anywhere in the world knows that they the single biggest collector of memorabilia, right? Whether it be, anything music related. They really have a massive worldwide collection, the biggest in the world. So it does actually make sense. And I'm going to take you through what they're saying this is going to give you. It does make perfect sense for them to be into NFTs and using them to harness that side of them. And with Animoca brands behind them or with them, I think that we in for a treat here, right? Their first post was only the 21st of April. So they still also new, early enough for you to get in. Try get whitelist if this interests you. They've currently got 10,000 followers on their Twitter. If we have a look, they've got 10,000 followers. They've got the sort of engagement you would expect to see: 100, nothing major yet. But if they play their cards right, it will pick up. Here was their whole Star Wars week, and they got 300 comments, 350 retweets, and 400 likes. So definitely early on here. And then I just want to show you here what they're saying, that they're a joint venture between Planet Hollywood and Animoca brands. They've also partnered with Sandbox, Mad World NFT, and We Are Seba to bring the project to life. Excited to reveal the details of our first drop soon. Updates to follow. And that's quite a notable reel of brands going down there, which makes me really bullish on it as well. If we just jump onto Planet Hollywood, also have got a small following compared to NFTs, right? 11,000 followers. They've been on since June 2011, but everyone knows who and what Planet Hollywood is. And if we jump onto Animoca brands, where Twitter is huge in the Web3 space, you can see that they've got 153,000 followers. And I did actually check. They also have, here we go. They've retweeted this Meta Hollywood post, as well as other Meta Hollywood posts, which is always important because you want to make sure that whatever you're looking at is retweeted, so that you know that both parties are aware of the partnership, right? And then if we go over here, you can see that they've got a sort of white paper here telling you what they're looking to do, right? And they're saying here 21st of April, which is when we saw that first Twitter post, Animoca brands and Planet Hollywood announced today their Meta Hollywood joint venture. Meta Hollywood will build the largest online community for movie lovers, studios, and creators to interact with a Hollywood-themed metaverse marketplace for digital collectibles, moments, events, and experiences powered through blockchain technology and the joint venture's native utility token. Let's just make it a bit bigger, guys. I'm getting old. The Meta Hollywood project can be viewed at, and we're going to go onto the website now. The Meta Hollywood joint venture will transform the awe-inspiring Hollywood experience into a Web3 metaverse that benefits and reaches more supporters, studios, and creators globally within a virtual environment for the creation, ownership, interaction, distribution, and sharing of digital collectibles, movie clips, and other assets as non-fungible tokens, including NFT based on some of Planet Hollywood's most iconic physical assets, including photography, movie posters, and memorabilia, right? So in effect, your NFTs could give you ownership of certain real life collectibles that are in Planet Hollywood's vault, right? This will include the tokenization of over 60,000 of Planet Hollywood's iconic motion picture memorabilia, encompassing all popular film genres, providing the community with exclusive benefits and offerings. These collection props have been used by movies, and we know all of them. I mean, they've got big memorabilia. So I think that's really, really interesting. If we jump onto their website over here, you can have a look. Guys, I'm getting really old. I can't see. We're a community-first ecosystem for entertainment fans and creators, offering exclusive access and utility in real life and not in real life, at the intersection of Hollywood and Web3. With access to a vast collection of over 60,000 movie memorabilia, as well as additional Hollywood IP and the utility from Planet Hollywood and Animoca Brands' established network, we are in for a star-studded time. Meta Hollywood will also work to provide opportunities for creators to share their work, participate in productions, and monetize their talents in both traditional and tokenized economies within the DAO. We add value by memorabilia, democratize the ecosystem, and empower movie lovers. Meta Hollywood transports guests into the amazing world of Meta through authentic and rare memorabilia. We aspire to bridge real-world entertainment experiences and digital assets through NFTs. So yeah, guys, I mean, that gives you a good idea. I have put the links in the description if you want to jump on here. They're going to be having their own token over here with benefits. Here's the tokenomics. You can have a look through it. The roadmap over here. This is going to be a pre-sale, community build, the NFT drop and giveaway, the token launch. Meta Hollywood enters the sandbox, and we did see that partnership's already been announced. It's going to be a marketplace, a creator platform, in real life membership club. Must include access to Planet Hollywood. I mean, I'm just assuming, but it must. Like if you have the NFT, you'll be able to maybe walk in and get a better table. I don't know, but interesting because they've got that whole network of restaurants already laid out. X to earn, so maybe that's play to earn, maybe that's travel to earn, maybe that's create to earn. Who knows? Exclusive content, merchandise, and events, studio partnerships that they will have, cross metaverse capabilities, and Meta Hollywood Studios. So yeah, I mean, it's sort of like you're buying into Planet Hollywood and they jump into the metaverse. And I think it's exciting, and I think it's really one that we should keep our eyes on. There's also a white paper that you can have a look at. So really quite a lot of information has been put out, and they've definitely thought this through. So going to be interesting to see what the mint price is, what the collection size is. I mean, they have said up to 60,000 items will be cataloged. So, I mean, I don't know if that means it's a 60,000 collection. If it does, that's quite big, right? So we'll have to see. But for now, definitely want to put it on your radar and something that you can keep your eyes on. All right. So our next project is Bedbugs. Grimbogs by Bedbugs. So Bedbugs is an organization built on integrating grim dogs into society peacefully while bringing them into the public consciousness in a positive light. Bedbugs has deployed 10,000 member NFTs for people who believe in the limitless possibilities that grim dogs have to offer. Okay. If we go, and we're going to talk a lot about the team and everything now, let's just look at the website. While the precise origin of grim dogs is still unknown, technical advances have led to many new discoveries revealing more about their history. The grim dogs have spent millennia hiding from the human race, living in fear of how they would be treated. Fossils dating back to Neolithic period have revealed that grim dogs have settled all across the globe. Okay, so there's the whole lure, the whole story. Okay, so if we have a look here, Julian Armstrong's a notable artist. He's got like 150,000 followers on Instagram. also known as Euphoric Supply. Julian is an American artist and creator. He has gained a large audience online from his work that spans from illustrations, figurative characters, designing shoes, toys, sculptures, and more. Julian has collaborated with Drake, Playboy Cardi, ASAP Rocky, Sprite, and other well-known people in the industry. So that's quite cool. I like the fact that the artist is well-known, has got experience in rolling out characters before. But I also saw here Toby Lasso's director of marketing. Now, Toby Lasso is behind Letters by Vinny Hager and a few other projects as well, and is very well known and respected in the space. So that's very, very bullish. This whole team is really, really quite good. We've got Aaron Mareski as the producer. Then we've got Alex Bortz as the creative director. We've got Hunter Orrell as the director of strategy, Lucia DeRay as director of ops, Backseats as the engineering lead, so the developer, and Plaid Shaman as the UI and web developer. So great team, very bullish about the artist on my side and very bullish about Toby Lasso on my side. The rest of the team is great as well, but really those two stand out for me and really push it over the edge for me as one that I'm keeping a very close eye on before. Also, Julian, the artist, has done previous NFT collections. So there's two that I could find. Also in the signature style, which is usually like 3 eyes, which you see here, right? So you got Warpy sitting at a 0.7 ETH floor. Not a huge amount of volume traded by any stretch, but still a decent floor, especially in these markets. And then we have a look here. I've got another one, Euphoric World, one of ones by Julian. And you can have a look here. The floor is 0.35. Also about 100, so 129 items, also about 20 ETH traded, right? But if we jump on here, they've got 14,800 currently on their Twitter. It is still very, very early. I just want to prefix that. I like to try and bring you things that catch my eye early so that you've got a chance to follow them, put on bell notifications. If they have a Discord, get into that Discord, try get whitelist if possible. So here you can see the whole team that we saw, and I have opened their tabs, which we'll go over and look at. And they're building a whole story out around these characters, right? Then Julian, the artist, 4,100 on Twitter. But if we go to his Instagram, you'll see he's got a massive, massive Instagram following. Wow, it's even grown a lot. 175,000 followers, which is really, really decent. And it's not like he's like just come on the scene. He's got over 1,800 different posts. Here you can see some merch that he's done, some shoes. So yeah, definitely bullish on the artist. The rest of the team, we've got Aaron, who we saw on the website. We've got Hunter, who's got a massive, massive following. We've got Toby Lasso, who's got 32,000 followers, been involved in Weather Report. Bedbugs, which is what we're looking at, Vinny Hager's Letters, like we said, and Nevermind Will. Very, very involved in the space, and very well respected in the space. And then we've got Yes Man, Board API Club holder, that's also pretty well known in the space, with 3,500 followers. So yeah, if you're betting on teams, I do think this is one that you want to keep on your radar, and one that's worth watching. Our next two projects, there's not a huge amount of information on either of them. Very early, and yeah, just putting these two on your radar. So we've got Ethereal States. Now, the reason that I wanted to bring this to you is because I've seen a lot of guys that know what they're talking about, saying that one of the next metas, not maybe right now, but one of the next metas that are going to be our banner project metas. We recently saw 3 landers did an airdrop, and what you got was a banner. We saw back in the day, I mean, Lazy Lions was one of the first to do that with their bungalow, but we've seen other banner projects in this last pump of anime really, really do well as well. So there's a common belief at some stage the banner meta is going to take off, and this is a banner project. If you have a look here, only 4,300 currently on Twitter. I am in the Discord. We're going to go have a look at that now. Have a look here just to give you an idea of the visual of it. I'll just make this a little bit bigger for you. It's just a GIF image. I'll try and make it a bit bigger for you. It's not letting me. Okay, we'll be able to see it on the website. Just want to read this to you. So it says here, announcement. When I began this project, I stated that each piece would be generated from a pool of close to 400 assets. And then he goes on to say, like, I want to be transparent. It's actually going to be 500 assets, which is huge. So they're all going to look different, right? You know, you see some of those collections, and we've had a couple that really were hyped, and when they revealed, all of them look the same. This is not going to happen, well, because there's over 500 assets that he's pulling from on each of them. I don't know why it doesn't want me to open GIFs. But yeah, that gives you a good idea on the art. A little bit pixelated, definitely unique. They say here minting the week of June the 20th. Right, so we've still got a good amount of time here. And then if we jump here, because if you look on their Twitter, it says a banner art project from Genuine Human Art. So if we just click there and go to Genuine Human Art, you can say here, this is Julian The Artist. He's got a super rare page, which we'll go on to, but that's always a good sign. Joined in March 2011, so been on for a while, got 11,000 followers. Here you can see some nice, so it's sort of like anime as well. Reminds me a little bit of Evereye as well, which is also a banner project that's been doing quite well recently, but definitely different, got their own take on it. And if you subscribe to what a lot of people are saying, that the banner meta will take off, and I think it makes sense that it will at some stage, because your identity on Twitter is where you have your banner. On Facebook, you could have your banner if you want, but Twitter would be the most notable for our space. You could have it on Discord as well. We use a banner on the NFT show. I use my bungalow. It doesn't fit perfectly, so it's zoomed in to actually not the best NFTs that are on that bungalow. But definitely, in the future, as our lives go more and more digital, banners are going to become more important. And if this resonates with you, I would suggest you keep an eye on it. If we have a look at Genuine Human Art, the artist, on Super Rare, you can have a look at some of his other creations. So it's going to be an animated banner, in case you didn't see. So in this one, the cat's tail is moving, but that just gives you an idea of what he's done before. Also, if we jump onto his known origin page, you can see here that he's in total, and this is not a big collection, there's only 3 NFTs. These 3 NFTs have been sold 81 times to generate 52 ETH in total, which is not nothing. Joined October 2020, which is quite bullish, and 19,040 over there. And here you can see those pieces that have been sold, and their floor price is all above 3 ETH. So not new to the NFT space, and definitely one that's worth keeping on your radar. I just want to jump into their Discord quickly. We can't see, yeah, that's what we read you there. We can't see how many people are on Discord. What we can see is that it's got 113 boosts. That is bullish. It means 113 different people, all of these people over here, have boosted the server, saying that they believe in the server, that they stand by it, however you want to do it, their vote of confidence in this project. And that's good to see. The more, the better, but 113 is definitely bullish. I've seen, like, on very high projects that go over 5,000, but for a project with 5,000 on Twitter, you can imagine that there must be around 5,000 on Discord. I'm just guessing, but based on the Twitter, 113 is good for that number. Here you can see some sneak peeks. Looks like it was taken actually a picture on a screen. This one's a bit better to give you an idea. So this pixelated anime type art sort of like tells a story, every one of them, which is really nice. I think they're onto something here, and it's one that I'm watching, and I would suggest that you keep on your radar here as well. Nice thing about their Discord is that we've taken you already, though, to Super Rare Known Origin, but you can also go to You're at the Beach, and yeah, read up a bit more on it if it's something that stands out for you. And then the last project that I'm bringing you today is called Cooks, very early. If you have a look here, 3,775 followers, an NFT project by Terry Urban, and we're going to go have a look at him now and check his Instagram. I am in the Discord as well. Discord is open, so you can get in there. But Terry Urban is a successful artist. Over 7 years, he grew up surfing and started doing his own art. He's done pieces of art that have sold upwards of $50,000. He's done collaborations with companies such as Nike and Facebook. He's been featured by prominent publications such as the Rolling Stone and MTV. It's a large following. We're going to go check it out now. 130,000 on Instagram. His art is mostly well received and well sought after. Always love watching these ones. Let's make it bigger for you. Oh, you can't hear that, but that was really loud. Okay. So his first NFT collection, I think, is this one. A really cool punk art style, which you can see, like a very different style, negative and positive colors. It looks better when he puts the eyeball in, don't worry. It's not finished yet, but you'll have a look there. The team is fully doxed, which we'll have a look at now. Yeah, I mean, he's got a surfer vibe, and a cook is a term in the surfing community, for those who don't know. So he's got a target market for this sort of stuff. The roadmap's pretty basic. We'll have a look at it now as well. But again, it's early, so it may be refined, it may not. Just wanted to give you an idea of a bit more of the art, just so you can see. Yeah, you can see this sort of surfer vibe that he's going for. That's the digital side of it. I love watching them do it on iPads. I really dig it. But that gives you an idea, instead of physical art, that gives you an idea what the NFTs will look like as well, and how he's creating them, which is really, really cool. So yeah, I mean, it's got a story, it's got a good team, it's got a good artist, it's got a very unique style. They're not copying anyone. And that's usually good ingredients. It's very hard in this current market to tell what is going to do well and what isn't, because it really is depressed at the moment. As I said in the beginning of this episode, it's not going to be like this forever. But yeah, I mean, if I were them, I'd take my time and I wouldn't roll anything out at the moment. So it's based in LA, 136,000 here on Instagram, just under 600 posts. And here you can see some of his drawings for cooks, as well as other artwork that he's done. As you can see here, not afraid to put his face, which is always important. Then if we jump onto their website over here, sorry guys, I don't know if you can hear, I'm losing my voice. I hope you can hear me okay. But if you jump onto our website, onto his website, I've got no affiliation with the project whatsoever. And I'm not being compensated at all. If I was, I would tell you. So it says, what's up? These are the cooks, born and raised in El Porto. They've been surfing the world-renowned break shit pipe since Grom days. These guys have been taking a beating in the shore since they can remember. So as you can imagine, they know how to take a hit. Watching their home break get taken over by the steady stream of pollution is pissing the cooks off, and the recent takeover by the greedy lizard queen has pushed it all to boiling point. She's taken her power from the righteous King Kong and is polluting the water with her money-hungry offshore drilling, ready to take their beach. The cooks know the only way to save their wave is to restore power to King Cook. The question is how. When the last cook is minted, they'll be able to unite and overtake the Lizard Queen, ultimately restoring power to King Cook. Okay, so we've got a lure going on, a story, quite a cool basic story. Here's a whole lot about Terry, about the artist. You can have a look there yourself. I gave you a bit of a brief overview of that. If we have a look here at the roadmap, so a portion will be donated to the Surf Rider Foundation. That's an organization that's trying to fight plastic pollution and promote ocean protection, beach access, coastal preservation, and clean water. There'll also be some merch, which looks really, really cool because it's got his same sort of signature style, which I really, really like. Holders will receive access to an exclusive mint of Cook's version 2. So there's going to be a second drop, which is usually bullish when it comes around to that time, but often short-lived, right? So they've got to follow that up. We'll be launching a giveaway of a number of original artworks from Terry. You'll get access to an exclusive giveaway of 100 of Terry Urban original prints. So obviously 100 people there, not everyone. And they're saying we are dedicated to delving into the intersection of the world of physical art and NFTs, aiming to bring a fresh perspective to the space and pushing ourselves to keep doing our best work. It's our mission to continue building and maintaining an art-focused, art-gendered community out of the Terry Urban ecosystem. Terry is very excited about this collection, and then we'll jump into their Discord now, but I just want to show you the rest of the team. So we've got Chase as the creative strategist, also from California, very involved in the skate culture. And then we've got MNMLTY as a launch partner. And he says that having launched and advised numerous successful NFT projects, brings a tailored perspective as he plugs unique individuals into the Web3 ecosystem. Johnny often uses his background in business and the streetwear industry to inform projects' dynamics. Augmented Labs is notable and good to see. They're a gaming studio, so there must be some plans for a game coming up for sure, and we're going to look at the roadmap now. And I would imagine that it's a surf or skate type game, which is quite cool. And then Discord manager of Darren there. Just want to click on roadmap for you quickly. Oh, that was what we did look through already there. Okay. Well, all right, guys. Well, that's it. As I said, it is quite early. If that resonates with you, then definitely jump into their socials and get involved. For anyone who missed the beginning of this episode, if you are feeling a bit down, a bit depressed about the market, which we all are, I really implore you to watch this from the beginning and just check what we said and how I'm looking at this whole situation. Otherwise, I thank you for joining me. If you haven't already, please click the like, hit the subscribe, come join our Discord, and I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday when we'll have another amazing show for you. Thank you, guys. Keep well, keep safe, keep positive, and remember to stay focused. Don't panic. Thanks, guys. Ciao.